Hello everyone, welcome back to LeetCode Daily Live, where I do the daily question, raw and cut. So we have another medium today, it's called sort colors. So we have a nums array, which is actually only 300 long at most, and each of the elements are either 0, 1 or 2. So let's see what it wants. So yeah, you have n objects with 3 different colors, so you want to sort them in place so that objects of the same color are adjacent with the colors in the order red, white, and blue. Right, so you just want to sort like 0, 1, and 2 without using the library sort function. Well, actually, there's a way to cheat. It might be a tiny bit unethical, but I think like what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use a counter and then like I just change all of them and that should work. Unless they have like so they want to do only constant extra space. So if that's the we can do it like the cheating way, and let's do the cheat way first so I can like just show you guys, I guess. So like we can just do from collections, import counter. Well, technically we don't even need actually I thought of a way that but then it has to be like one pass. Like for one pass it would definitely be like using like some pointers. But yeah, let's just do the cheat way first. So we have like A, B, and C. So for x in nums, if x is A, just want to do that. In Python it is elif, yeah. So we just need to do this and then just go to our array. So for I in range, length nums. Actually we can just do I in range A. So we can change nums I into 0 for I in range A to B. So that would be the 1 segments. Turn all of them to 1 for I in range B all the way to the end. So wait, actually it should be A plus B, right? Yeah, it should be A plus B. And then for this all the way to the end, not A plus B. We can set the third segment like this, and I think that should work. It's kind of an unethical way of doing it. Oh, I messed up something. Let's fix this first. So that means my bound is a bit off, right? So for this example, we should have 2, 2, and 2. So here it would have gotten from 2 all the way to 4, right? That's kind of strange. Let's print out A, B, C, and C if that's wrong. Or am I doing something else incorrectly? Oh, okay, well, so something is wrong here. Oh, what am I doing? It should be that. Like, we want to see whether our current element is like 0, 1, or 2. So that's what I'm doing wrong. So that's the cheat way, I guess, which is technically good enough for this question. But let's try to do the follow-up as well. So we want to do it in one pass. Well, in that case, I think we need 2 pointers. So let's draw some stuff out. So if we have, let's look at some examples. So if we have like 2, 0, 2, so 2, 0, 2, 1, 1, 0. Well, we want to shuffle all the zeros to this side and all the 2s to that side, right? and then we want the ones to naturally land in the middle. So I think like that's kind of the general gist we have. So like we can use 2 pointer, and then so right now we can see that, well, this is a 2, so we want to move the 2 to the end, right? Like the first occurrence that's not a 2. So like that's why our right pointer is going to be at the end. So we will swap these. So we're gonna have 0, and then we'll swap that to be 2. So now we have now we want to shift this one up because the last thing is a 2 now. And also like our front is a 0, so we want to shift to the next one is also a 0, so we shift to the next one. So now we have a situation where like where we are not pointing at a 0, so we want to swap again, right? So we just swap this, so 1, and then we can swap this as well. So we have a 2 here. And then like we can move this down. So I think like yeah, actually would that work? Cause like what I'm thinking is, what if we have something like 202 122, something like this, right? So if we have this, well, so 2, so like we have to shift this up because like obviously all those things work. So we want to shift 2 with 1, well, because like we obviously can like just turn it, right? So so we want to swap these, and we can move this down. And then, well, in this case, actually, yes, like we will see a 0 here, which is better than a 1 here. So like that's why we will swap it. So we'll like do 0 and 1, and then we'll move this up. We have to swap this as well. So I guess it is like if you're pointing at a if you're pointing at a number that if you swap it will make the order better, you always want to take it, kind of. Yeah. My worry is something like this, right? What if we have like a 1, 2, and 1? Like, what do we do in this case? So like both are pointing at once. Like what should we do here? That's something we have to like think about. So one idea is that like we just like forcefully move one forward or like move one down. But I'm not sure if that's like that good of a solution, I guess. Yeah, so we have to move. So like we want to move 2 here, right? But this could also be a 0, and then we will actually want to like move it down that way. So I guess like in this case, maybe we have to like find the first occurrence on one side that's like not the same, I guess. Yeah, surely there's like a smart way of doing this. Yeah, so let's think about this case. So 1, 2, let's say it is like 1, 2, 0, 1. So we have like 2 pointers here. So we want to swap. So yeah, what happens if we move on like from the right hand side? So I want to move this here. Well, like we can swap these now, right? So like we can do 0, and then we can do 1. And so the left hand side is going to move here, right? But then if we swap these now, we don't actually have the 2 all the way at the end, which is kind of not what we want. Well, actually, it says that it it wants to be one pass using only constant extra space. So if it is one pass, we can actually do a bit more stuff after the 2 pointers converge, right? Yeah. I think that would be the solution. So we want to move all the zeros to one side first, like with priority, I guess. So let's go back to this case here. So what we can do is yeah, so we have like left and right. So like obviously we can swap these, and then so right is now pointing at a 2, so we will move right here, and now they finally merge, right? And like when they are together, I claim that we can guarantee that all the zeros are on its left already. And that's true because every time like we only shift L forward if we are seeing a 0, right? So that means we will have seen all the zeros already. And like every time we are pointing at a 0 and we are pointing at a non-zero on the left, we want to swap right and left. So that's why like we can guarantee that. So now we are up to like we're somewhere in the middle of the array, and we also only have an array of 1s and 2s now. So that becomes an easier problem where you only have like 1s and 2s, and you wanna swap the 1s and 2s basically. So like we will have to do like left and right. And that would be a lot easier. So like when we see a 1, we want to like shift up, and only when like we're having different things here that we want to swap. So like this, and then like that would be just like the easy problem that I'm sure all of you are very familiar with. So like we will have that, and then like we will shift that up, and then we just swap them. So yeah, I think that's how we like do it in technically one pass. You can say that like moving the pointer back up is like technically not one pass, but I think like from the left to right kind of idea is kind of one pass. So I'll let that slide, I guess. Well, I think there's a smarter way, but I'll probably just code that up. So we have a left and right pointer. Length nums -1. So now while L is more than R, so they haven't merged together yet. So while L is smaller than R, and nums L is equal to 0. So we want to shift to the first element that's not a 0 first. So we want to do that, and now while again we want to make sure this is true, and nums R is equal to 2. We also want to shift up, so like our left pointer is pointing at a non-zero, and our right pointer is pointing at like the first non-2. And now we can do the swap. So I guess an even better thing to do is just swap the first 0 we can see with left hand side. I think that would be even better. So we would land there. So I guess we also have to do like if L is equal to R. We don't have to, cause like it should just work out like nicely. So like if L is equal to R, we're just swapping the same thing, and it shouldn't be an issue, I think. So we have that. So now we have all the zeros on one side, and then we just set R back like at the very end. And now while we want to do the same thing, right? So I guess we can just copy this. So while the left pointer is pointing at a 1, we want to go up, and right pointer is pointing at a 2, we also want to go up. So now we're going to find the first 2 on the left hand side and the first 1, and we swap them. And then I think that should work. Yeah. And you can call this one pass. I'm not sure like whether you give me a pass or not. But yeah, let's look at the solution. Let's see what other people are doing. Okay, there's a trick apparently. So let's look at it. So we want to sort the array. Yeah, we want to partition it into 3 parts. That's correct. Yeah, I suspect there's a known algorithm for this that I probably don't know about. So initialize 3 pointers. Right, so it uses a middle pointer as well. So we want to try first through the array with mid. So if it is 0, wait, also they're initializing like low, mid, and high at the front. Okay. So if it is 0, we want to swap with low, and move forward. Yeah, because we are, I think like they're looking at mid now. So if it is 1, we want to move mid only. If it is 2, we want to swap with high and move high backward. Okay. So single pass. So this ensures maybe we can look at the code. So while mid is smaller or equal to high. Oh, actually the diagram is a bit off, I guess. So they're setting high to be the last thing. Yeah, which kind of makes sense because like, so you want low to be like at one end and you want high to be at other end, and then you have a middle thing that allows you to like keep track of where the ones should be, I guess. So I guess like that's kind of the intuition. So yeah. Yeah, I guess my solution is not too bad. Like, if you think of it as, well, like technically my left pointer is also doing 1 pass, and like the other guy is also using like 2 pointers, which I'm technically like kind of using 2 pointers that I can technically call the reset here a 3rd pointer that I just wasn't using before. So yeah, I'll say this 1 pass. So yeah, if you have any comments, please let me know. Like, any feedback will be appreciated. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.